retroscena of the art talks. So as I said, usually we do it the other way around, but today it's a Sunday afternoon. For Paolo Repetto, again, it's a very last minute art talk from this wonderful fair. Paolo Repetto is one of the most beautiful Italian galleries, now based in Lugano, and we've been following him in different parts of art fair. In Italy, with Mia Arte, we were at the Brafa last June, and now we are in New York.
Lina, can you hear me?
Yes, we made it.
Sorry.
Grazie again. So, Paolo, no, don't worry. This is the beauty of the diretta. So, today we did something a bit different. I accepted everybody before you.
Okay.
So, tell me, Paolo, allora, again, good afternoon and good morning wherever you are in the art world. So, we are delighted to have Paolo Repetto, who is going to bring us and guide us through another inspiring art talk. And today we are at the Armory Show in New York with his extraordinary Arte Povera from its origins to its progression on contemporary. So, Paolo, again, good morning, because there is 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
Morning. Thank you. And just arrived. This is the entrance. And the Armory Show this year has a new location, very beautiful, very smart. It's the Javits Center in New York City, in Middletown, very close to the Hudson River. And the fair is very huge. There are 240 galleries all over the world. And then I leave my telephone and the camera to my daughter Linda, and the fair is very brilliant. There are a lot of painting, and there are come back to painting, but other things like sculpture and few video. This year, few video. Now we arrive at our booth. We are Melotti, Dorazio, and Kounellis, Fontana. And if you can hear me, we can do a focus this corner of our. You see, Repetto Gallery. These two works are very important. To the left, you can see a very rare cut of Lucio Fontana. Very rare because it's all gold one.
Mm-hmm.
And between Fontana and Melotti to my right, had blue, but gold color is quite rare. And I think that this is the most important work that we have in this fair. And the year of this cut is the 1960. Mm-hmm. And the Fontana is very, very important because he come out from the traditional painting, and for the first time with the hold and in this case with the cut, we go through the traditional canvas and invent and this idea of spatially. And the Fontana was very proud about this idea. and he changed completely the history of art from the 15th just to now. And so the canvas is not anymore only a space for painting, for color, but we can pass through it. And all the arte povera is a variation about this idea. And the contemporary of Fontana is, of course, Melotti. And we have this masterpiece with a sort of pearl here. Can you see? Where they friend, and he attended the Accademia Obrera, and in the 29 was in the same classroom with Adolfo Wild, was the professor. And even Melotti is very important because the sculpture is not anymore a material one with bronze, marble and so on, but is something very light and very original with transparent. This material is brass, and you can see the sort of web. Fontana. In this case, we have 3 holes, and with the cut, Fontana is very important for with this idea. This is ceramic, not canvas, but the idea, like the cut, is with the hole just passing through the traditional material and invent something completely new. Yes, this is the terrace of Boetti. Very beautiful, very funny with the phrase. That one is perdere la bussola, and sciogliersi come neve al sole is un pozzo senza fine, a well without
end.
Yes.
Which one is one of the pieces that everybody is, how was your audience? They were attracted to which piece more specifically?
Fontana, Melotti, and Pistoletto. I think that are the three artists more requests. But even this masterpiece of Calzolari, this is a very important work. Mm-hmm. The material is sought, and in this case he took the inspiration from an ancient Hellenistic sculpture that in the Whitaker Museum in Marsala, Sicily, the Ephebo of Mozia, the young boy in Mozia. And the vest of this Hellenistic marble sculpture have this in a vertical way, this panneggio. And Calzolari took this idea of strigillatura, modern design, and the material is very beautiful, very refined, very elegant. can see, this is very important in Pistoletto because this is the symbol of the third paradise. And this is a new idea in Pistoletto, and there are a lot of declension of this idea. A huge one with stone or wood or earth and so on. And this idea of Pistoletto is that this all represent the lost paradise, that one, the failed paradise, and our actuality, our contemporary must balance between the lost paradise and the failed paradise of the progress, the technology, the failure about pollution, the great problem of ecology. And the third this one, is the idea of Pistoletto to find a new equilibrium, a new balance between these two poles.
Impressive. And I love, again, this game with you, Paolo, that we can see you and we can see through Pistoletto. Beautiful.
And then the boots are another important artist of Arte Povera. That one is Kounellis. And after Fontana and after Burri, the new artist of Arte Povera, the poor art, not anymore painting over a canvas, but in this case it is very important. Kounellis paints with wood, and in this case we have a sort of balance between a new equilibrium between sculpture and painting, but not anymore with traditional brush or canvas or color, but wood. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ideal floors, and every floor has a combination of this wood. We can. It's a very, and I remember that one time Kounellis says at a colleague that they were painting, you paint with color and traditional over traditional canvas, and Kounellis says I paint with wood, with coals, with iron and so on. So this is really the new idea, the new concept of the Arte Povera, to employ new elements like was the paper, poor material like plastic, stones, earth, and all the clothes and so on. This is the main idea of poor art, Arte Povera. Or come back in the Calzolari, in this case the salt. Salt is not a rich material like gold or water, but it's a poor material. And we just arrived, here we are, and it's quite different because in this part of our booth we have a very beautiful work of Pablo Accardi. It's a marble, it's a sort of a waterfall, but not in idea of dynamic, but static. But the work of Accardi by Accardi is very beautiful because we have the idea of a sort of cascade of a waterfall. And there is a lot of craftsmanship very refine these details of the work. So in the case of Paolo Calzolari, we have returned to a sculpture more in marble or in bronze. And even in Carla Accardi, we return to the sort of traditional painting and in canvas with this modular form and sound. We have Eielson. Now there is an exhibition of the new abstraction here in New York, the Guggenheim Museum, and there is also some work of Eielson from Peru. This one, that one in orange is very beautiful, this Eielson. This is tissue. This is a knot of tissue. And the canvas, over the canvas, there is this tension with these tissues. So even in Eielson, there is a new declaration of the traditional canvas, and the space, bidimensional space, find something three-dimensional, because you can see there is a sort of sculpture. The bidimensional canvas transforms itself in something. It's very beautiful. For example, the shadow that creates by this space.
Sì, molto bello.
We have another Carla Accardi, very beautiful. That one. The colors are so fascinating. This form and
Paolo,
yes.
Sorry, I just want to ask you, which one is your favorite this time? Because we met you last time in Brapa, and there was one piece that you loved, and this time, which one is your favorite?
My favorite in this occasion is the cut of Fontana, Lucio Fontana, the gold one, because I read just this last month all the letters and the writing of Lucio Fontana and the 7 manifesto of Arte Spaziale, the spatial art, and I am sure that Fontana is the most important Italian artist of the 20th century. Because if we consider his work of neon, with the neon, the platform of the neon, Lucio Fontana even is been the first artist that worked with the neon before Dan Flavin, before other important artists. And I am sure, I am convinced that Lucio Fontana is a very, very, very great artist. So elegant and so beautiful. And now we start our new gallery in Lugano. Post Brexit, we are not anymore the space in London, but we move in Lugano, Switzerland. And we start a new gallery with an exhibition about Lucio Fontana and Fausto Melotti, a dialogue between these two great artists, Italian artists. The title I choose Kenosis, that in ancient Greek mean emptiness, void, and annulment. does it mean that both Fontana and Melotti do art with the subtraction through the canvas and the start, the vernissage will be, the opening will be the 7th of October. Can you read?
Yes, I will need maybe some glasses very soon, but yes, 7th of October we will be there with great pleasure, and I think we can do finally.
Thank
we can
you so much.
Each other live for once, Paolo. But no, it is always fascinating, to see all these wonderful works of art, and especially to see you in so many art fairs. You've been really busy the last months.
Yes. And the fair is very beautiful, brilliant, a lot of people. We are very glad, and all well. And we can finish with this vase of Melotti, very, very beautiful. Ceramic of Melotti.
Yes, and Paolo, this one looks like. So I can't see because we had so much light today. Last time we had a storm. Today we are blinded by the beauty of the sun. So, and this is Melotti, which is also, if you can zoom it a bit more, because the ceramic, you really need to see it, how beautiful it is from a bit closer, Paolo. Patina, bellissimo.
It's very, very beautiful, very refined, very elegant. Something archaic, but very modern, very contemporary.
Bello. She was a great help today. Ciao Linda, bravissima. Okay. Sei stata molto brava, grazie. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you.
Grazie, buon proseguimento. And again, Paolo, we will meet you then live in Lugano, which is a bit closer to us this time. And so for anyone who would like to, you can find Paolo on the Art Talks if you like to connect with him, or if you like to join us on the 6th or the 7th of October in Lugano. It would be wonderful to meet you there. So again, I really thank you for our really short art talk, notice art talk, which is sometimes I usually, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you again. Grazie a tutti. Buonasera. Arrivederci. Bye. Grazie Doria, Anna Doria, Maria, Peggy. Thank you so much, and thank you for saving these few minutes of panic art talk. Thank you. So we are actually waiting for the Paolo Repetto from the Armory Show to be live with us. So if please do bear with me. They are going to be here very, very soon. You're going to see the retroscena of an art talk. And this is a very special issue for a Sunday afternoon. I usually do it always the other way, but today it's a very last minute art talk with Paolo that is in the Armory Show in New York, and I hope is actually connecting now. Thank you so much for everyone to be here with us tonight. Peggy is a wonderful artist from Greece, from Athens, which we met a couple of years ago, and she was actually on our magazine last issue, so I really please everybody to go and check her beautiful art. Peggy, so how was it? How was Premio Cramo? Because, this is also the art talks. So, through the art talks, there are wonderful, usually, curators from different parts of the world. And this is what really the art talks are, to unify different cultures, different worlds, and to bring them together. So I'm very, very happy, Peggy.
I'm very happy.
We are very proud. Very proud of you.
I'm very happy, and I want to really thank you about it. And you really make a difference in the art world, and you really connect people, and you help artists, you help everybody with your smile and your positivism always. And I'm very thankful about it, and very, very happy to have you as a friend. And
I paid the Peggy to why we have this
no, it's the truth, and I'm sure that anyone who participates in the art talks have the same ideas and the same feelings for you.
Very kindly. Thank you for saving these moments. But it's beautiful, and we will definitely see you in an hour art talk very soon. Thank you, Peggy, and I hope I can reconnect to Paolo.